What if your player-owned home had a pool that fully healed you up, or unlimited teleports to dozens of different locations, or even some closet space for all those different untradeable outfits that you've been grinding, which would save you a lot of bank space? Hey everybody, it is Dak here from the Ed Boys, and today I'm going to teach you how to make your house a home. Maxing out the player-owned home is one of the best things that you can do for progress on your account, and that's exactly why you need to build these things in your house. In this guide, I'm going to go over how to make all the helpful stuff in your house, including what room it is in and what supplies that you would need to make each thing. Then we'll go over the house viewer and how you can use it to lay out your house for efficient gains or however you want the house to look. This is not a construction training guide. If you're looking for my 1 to 99 construction guide, that'll be linked in the description. And if you've been enjoying the videos or just getting some useful information out of them, be sure to like and subscribe for more content. Let's briefly talk about temporary boosts for construction. First, we have the Crystal Saw. When you complete the Eyes of Glow-Free quest, you can get a Crystal Saw seed, which you can turn into a saw in that cave after the quest. The Crystal Saw gives you a +3 boost to your construction, so you can build stuff at lower levels than what is required. This boost only works on things that require a saw, so you're not going to get this boost when you're just like building a room, but you would get it while you're building your pool. You can also use spicy stews as long as you've completed the Freeing Evil Dave subquest of Recipe for Disaster. Eating a spicy stew will temporarily boost or lower some of your stats, so if you were to use 3 orange spices on a stew and eat that stew, you have a small chance to get a +5 construction boost. That will stack with the +3 on the Crystal Saw for up to 8 temporary levels. The +5 can be a bit of a pain to get sometimes though, so I like getting a little bit closer to the required construction level for things, but using boosts to help build your max house can save you a lot of GP on construction training. So I'm going to start off with the pool. There are 5 levels of pool, from the restoration pool all the way to the ornate pool. The ornate pool is insanely good. It restores your hit points, prayer points, run energy, special attack energy, restores any reduced stats, cures venom and poison, and even disease. The pools are built in the superior garden in the pool hotspot. Even if you are building the highest level pool, you will have to start from the first pool and then upgrade your way up. The restoration pool is at level 65 construction. You need 5 limestone bricks, 5 buckets of water, 1,000 soul runes, and 1,000 body runes. This pool restores only your special attack, which is still very helpful though. The revitalization pool is level 70 construction, requires 10 4-dose staminas to upgrade from the restoration pool, and now your pool will restore your run energy along with that special attack. The rejuvenation pool is at 80 construction, requires 10 4-dose prayer potions to upgrade from the previous pool, and now it will also restore your prayer points. The fancy rejuvenation pool is at 85 construction. You need 2 marble blocks and 10 4-dose super restores to upgrade from the previous pool, and now this pool will also restore your reduced stats. Finally, we have that ornate pool at level 90 construction that you could boost from as low as 82 construction. You need 5 gold leaves, 10 4-dose anti-venoms, and then 1,000 blood runes to be able to upgrade from the fancy pool. So overall, that's 5 limestone bricks, 5 buckets of water, 1,000 soul runes, 1,000 body runes, 10 4-dose staminas, 10 4-dose prayer potions, 2 marble, 10 4-dose super restores, 5 gold leaves, 10 4-dose anti-venoms, and 1,000 blood runes. Currently, that'll cost you about 2.25 mil, which is not that cheap, but also extremely worth it. Next, we have my favorite part of my house, the jewelry box. The ornate jewelry box holds unlimited teleports from the Ring of Dueling, Games Necklace, Combat Bracelet, Skills Necklace, Ring of Wealth, and the Amulet of Glory. 90% of the time that I teleport to my house, I'm using the jewelry box to teleport out of it. The jewelry box does have 3 different tiers, and same as the pools, you have to make the lower tier first and then upgrade from there. It can be built in the achievement gallery, which you can only have 1 achievement gallery in your house at a time, and there will be a jewelry box space. Basic jewelry box is at 81 construction. You need a bolt of cloth and a steel bar, and then 3 fully charged Ring of Dueling and 3 fully charged Games Necklace. Then you're going to have unlimited teleports to all the locations on those 2 pieces of jewelry. At level 86, you can make the fancy jewelry box. This requires a gold leaf, 5 fully charged combat bracelets, and 5 fully charged skills necklace to upgrade from the last box, and then it's going to give you unlimited teleports for those 2 new pieces of jewelry. Finally, at 91 construction, or 83 if you have the crystal saw and the +5 boost, you can make the ornate jewelry box. This requires 2 more gold leaves, 8 fully charged rings of wealth, and 8 fully charged amulets of glory to upgrade from the previous box. And then of course now you get unlimited glory and ring of wealth teleports. Total, you need a bolt of cloth, steel bar, 3 gold leaves, 3 rings of dueling, 3 games necklaces, 5 combat bracelet, 5 skills necklace, 8 rings of wealth, and 8 amulets of glory. And remember, all of that jewelry needs to be charged, though the Dragonstone jewelry only needs to have like the 4 charges on it, not 6 charges. Currently, it costs about 750k to make the ornate jewelry box. It is worth mentioning that you can mount an amulet of glory in your quest hall in the guild trophy space. This only requires 47 construction, 3 teak planks, and 1 uncharged amulet of glory. So you don't need to get all the way to that ornate jewelry box to have unlimited glory teleports in your house. Next, we continue with some teleports and talk about the portal chamber. The portal chamber is a room that you can build at 50 construction. In this room, you have 4 hotspots. There's a centerpiece where you can make a teleport focus, and then there's 3 portal spots in the room. The higher level stuff in this room really is just cosmetic, so you only need level 50 construction to make these portals. So if you make the teleport focus and then some like teak portals in the room, you can use the focus to direct a portal to most of the teleports that you're going to find on a spell book. You do need 100 teleports worth of runes to set up the portal. So if I made a Varrock teleport, I need 100 law runes, 100 fire runes, and 300 air runes, but then I get unlimited Varrock teleports with that portal unless I decide to take it out for some reason. You can only make 3 portals per portal chamber, and if you want to redirect a portal to a different area, you would have to use more runes and you'll lose the ones that you used before, so it is best just to build more portal chambers if you need more than 3 portals. There is a way to get more than 3 teleports in one room, and that's with the Portal Nexus. The Portal Nexus is a room that can be built at 72 construction. In the center of the room is where you can build the Nexus. The Nexus can hold multiple teleport locations so that you don't need multiple rooms and multiple portals for teleporting. There's 3 tiers of Nexus, and just like the jewelry box or the pool, you have to build the first version and upgrade from there. The marble portal Nexus is at 72 construction. You need 4 marble blocks to build it, and it can hold up to 4 teleports. The gilded portal Nexus requires 82 construction. You need 4 marble blocks and 2 gold leaves to upgrade from the previous marble portal, and now this one can hold up to 8 teleports. Then finally, you have the crystalline portal Nexus at 92 construction, or 84 construction with the saw and stew combo. You're gonna need 2 more gold leaves and 2 magic stones to upgrade from the previous portal, but this big one can hold up to 30 teleports. So it is a total of 8 marble blocks, 8 gold leaves, and 2 magic stones to make the full portal Nexus. And then you actually need 1,000 of each teleport to put a teleport into the Nexus, unlike the 100 that you needed for the regulars. You also have to have the magic level required for that teleport and any quest to unlock the spell, of course. Overall, it is very cool to have a high-level Nexus, and it still is convenient to have like all those spellbook teleports in one place, but it is very expensive just to be a bit convenient, so it is reasonable to stick to regular portal chambers to save your money for other investments. There's also a couple of amulet mounts in the room. The mounted Xerix Talisman requires 72 construction. You need 1 mahogany plank, 1 gold leaf, 1 inert Xerix Talisman, and then 5,000 Lizardman Fangs. This is going to give you unlimited teleports to any of those Xerix Talisman options that you have unlocked, and then you can also right click and configure the mounted talisman to set up whichever left click option you would like. Then we have the mounted dig site pendant, which requires 82 construction to build. You're going to need 1 mahogany plank, 1 gold leaf, and a curator's medallion. This medallion is obtained from Curator Hallen in the Varrock Museum. You have to give him 250 rubies, 500 fire runes, and 1,000 cosmic runes, and also a dig site pendant, and he'll give you the curator's medallion. Both the mounted dig site pendant and the mounted Xerix talismans are very convenient to have. It takes a while to use enough teleports for them to pay for themselves, but it's only like 600k to get both of them installed, and then it's just very sweet to have all of your teleports in one spot like this. On a final note for teleports, we're going to go back to the Superior Garden. This is the same room that you built your pool in. In the center of the room, we have a teleport space. At 75 construction, you can plant a spirit tree in this spot, though you do need 83 farming as well as a spirit sapling, so you're going to need to actually get a spirit seed. Of course, you also have to complete the Tree Gnome Village quest to even have access to spirit trees. You do not need a saw to be able to build the spirit tree, so you can't use the crystal saw to boost your construction, though you could still use a stew. At 80 construction, you can make an obelisk in this spot for some convenient wilderness teleports. You're going to need 4 marble blocks and 4 ancient crystals, which are a very rare drop from revenants, but also tradable on the Grand Exchange. And then at 85 construction, you could put a fairy ring there. This requires 10 mushrooms and a fairy enchantment. You can buy this enchantment from the Fix-It Fairy. He's right next to that fairy ring in Xanris, and it costs like 100 coins. The fairy ring also doesn't use a saw to make, so you're not going to be able to use the crystal saw to boost for the fairy ring. At 95 construction, you can put both a spirit tree and a fairy ring in the one teleport spot. You could always just make a second Superior Garden if you're not like 90 plus construction, so it's not a huge deal, but it is pretty cool. In the achievement gallery, the same room that you made a jewelry box, you can build an altar to swap your spell books. At 80 construction, you can choose one of 3 different altars. You have the ancient altar, the lunar altar, or the dark altar. At the ancient altar, you can swap between ancient and standard spellbook. It requires 10 limestone bricks, a magic stone, a pharaoh's scepter, and an ancient signet. You can get the ancient signet from Elvis near the bandit camp as long as you've completed Desert Treasure 1, which is also required just to use the ancient spellbook. The lunar altar can swap between lunar and standard spellbook. You need 10 limestone bricks, a magic stone, 10,000 astral runes, and a lunar signet. You can buy the lunar signet for 2 coins from Baba Yaga's store on Lunar Island, of course, after you've completed lunar diplomacy. And then the dark altar is for swapping between the Archaeus and standard spellbook. You need 10 limestone bricks, a magic stone, 5,000 blood runes, 5,000 soul runes, and the Archaeus signet. You can get this signet for free by talking to Tice up at the Dark Altar after you've completed the Ascent of Archaeus. When you hit 90 construction, you can make an Occult Altar, which is all 3 of these altars in one. So before that, you will have to decide one altar that you want to use. But to be able to make all 3, you only need a total of the 10 limestone bricks and 1 magic stone, and then all of the other secondaries that you would need for the altars. So if you already have an altar built and you're just upgrading to the Occult Altar now, you do not need more limestone brick and magic stone. You just need the secondaries for the altars that you haven't built yet. One last room I want to dive into is the costume room. This is basically one big storage room, which can be very convenient for saving bank space. There's 6 hotspots in the room. You got the armor case, cape rack, fancy dress box, magic wardrobe, toy box, and a treasure chest space. In general, for each of these spaces, the higher tier builds just gives you more space in there. So let's start with the armor case. In an armor case, you can put a lot of different armor sets, like actual gear, like Masorian Ancestral, to different tiers of Shazian armor. Even like the Stronghold of Security boots could be stored in here. The oak armor case can carry up to 25 sets of armor, while the mahogany case can fill all the way to the top. You can put as much as you want in here. So the lower level case can still hold the same items as the higher level case. It just has less total space in it. In the magic wardrobe, you can put other sets of gear that might not be able to go in the armor case. It's mostly magic armor in that wardrobe, but you can also put like your graceful, your carpenter's outfit. Even Amy's saw can go in there. The fancy dress box, you can put all your random event outfits. Again, the higher level box just means that it can fit more outfits. And then in the toy box, you can store your holiday event items. The treasure chest is actually a pretty big one, especially for Iron Men who've grinded out their clues. You can fit any unique clue items in the treasure chest, but unlike many of the other builds in the costume room, the higher tier treasure chest can hold higher tier clue items. So the oak treasure chest can only hold beginner and easy clue rewards. The teak chest, you can add mediums, and then to add hard, elite, and master rewards, you will need the mahogany treasure chest. Finally, we have the cape rack. Very simply, it holds a lot of capes. Higher level cape racks can hold more skill capes. The oak cape rack can't hold any skill capes. The teak rack can hold 1. The mahogany rack can hold 5 skill capes. The gilded rack can hold 10. And then if you get the marble cape rack, you can hold as many different skill capes as you want. Finally, let's talk about the house viewer. If you click on your settings, click on this little house options button, you'll see this big viewer button at the top of your menu now. You do need to be in building mode to do this, but you can also turn on building mode from this menu. In this house viewer, you can move rooms around, rotate them, even add and delete rooms. When you hover over a room in this menu, it shows you like which room it is, what stuff you currently have built in there. So you don't have to like make sure that when you first build your stuff, it's all in the correct orientation that you want. You can always edit it in here. As far as the efficient placement of your rooms, that does kind of depend on like what you want out of your house. The 2 main things for me is like having your pool and your jewelry box close to the portal that you first teleport in your house. That way you can like heal up at the pool, teleport back to the bank in very little time, helping out with all sorts of different bossing trips and just different gains around the game. From there, having your other teleports closer to the portal can save some time, but for the most part, it doesn't matter too much exactly how you have your house laid out. Just put stuff where you want it. There's even more helpful stuff that you can put in the house, like a repair stand for fixing your Barrow's armor, or the menagerie to hold all of your pets, including your pet rock. I feel like we've gone over the main things here, though, that you would want for maxing out your house. If you got some useful information out of the video, be sure to like and subscribe for more content. And if you still have any questions, let me know in the comments section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you very much for watching, and best of luck on your construction gains.